What's up, brand builder? I'm Bonigala, and welcome to another episode of the Brand Builder Show, where I post 3 videos every week on how to create, launch, build, and market your brand. In today's episode, we talk about business success through personal branding. I'm about to share with you a strategy that would make a huge difference to your success as a business owner and entrepreneur. The few minutes that you spend watching this video would be the best investment you would have made for your business success. Guaranteed. Okay, so do you do business with businesses or people? If you think about it, people are the building blocks of the business world. Consumers typically buy from people, even if it is online. Of course, if you're buying from Amazon or other such internet stores, you do not deal with people until you've had a problem. But in your business, you would need to look at a strategy that includes building your personal brand. If you focus simply on your business brand, then you're not insured against the pitfalls of your business and the economy. Now, to demonstrate this point, I will talk about 2 business owners, Jason and Nisha. Let's start with Jason's story first. Now, Jason contacted me a while ago. He had a business idea and wanted help with launching it. Now, during the course of the discovery process, I realized that Jason had actually built and run a very successful real estate agency in Tampa, Florida. But his business went belly up in the economic crisis, and in the most recent economic crisis, and Jason had to let go of his 20-strong team, apply for a Chapter 11, and found himself eye deep in personal debt. Now, Jason was not the only one affected in the last crisis, but he found himself with nothing to show for all his years in business. To cut the long story short, it took him over 2 years working for someone else to be able to stand up again on his own feet and think of his next venture, which is what we're working on at the moment. Now let's look at Nisha's story. For Nisha, who had been a previous client, we helped create her brand identity a few years back. Now, armed with a degree in interior design, Nisha had set up a business catering to affluent Long Island homeowners, helping them create stunning interior designs. When the crisis hit, Nisha's business was affected too. People stopped spending money on interior design, and since Nisha's business, just like Jason's, was limited to a geographic region, its sales simply dried up. But from the beginning, Nisha had done something different that Jason failed to do. She spent time developing her personal brand. She established herself as an authority in her field. She had a personal website, a blog, where she blogged about interior design. She wrote informative articles about her field. She shared news. She made creative suggestions. She was also quite active on social media networks, connecting with and engaging audience interested or related to her focus topic, which is interior design. So when the crisis hit and Nisha's business was affected, she did not have to close it down or apply for Chapter 11. Her personal brand helped her continue getting projects and sales. All she had to do was adjust her service offering. She changed her business model to be non-geographic and instead targeted the whole of the United States, offering her expertise and skill to homeowners remotely using communication technology such as Skype and Google Hangouts. In fact, the crisis was a blessing in disguise for her, since it forced her to expand her horizons, which then led to business growth. Now, imagine if Jason had implemented the personal branding strategy also. If Jason had set aside a portion of his time, effort, and money towards building and nurturing his personal brand along with his business brand, then when times were tough, Jason could have started reaching out to his network and use his personal branding to continue selling properties. Of course, I understand that this is probably an oversimplified narrative of these two businesses and their situations. But I believe you get the point and understand the importance of factoring in an insurance for your business success. Building a personal brand is relatively easy. At the very least, you would have to do the following steps. Number one, register your personal domain. It is very critical that you register a domain of your name, typically a domain of your full name or at least your surname. If that's not available and somebody has already registered it, then try and find variations and alternatives that make sense. Your personal name is as important as your brand name. Number two, invest in a personal website or blog. Once you've secured your personal domain name, invest in getting a professional website designed and hosted with an easy-to-use content management system. This website should be DIY, and it should allow you to manage it without any technical help from a web designer. You should be able to create new pages and publish them easily on the web. Your personal website is an extension of you online. It should be separate from your business, and that enables you to express who you are and build your online personality. I've included a few options for your website in the next point. Number three, set up and optimize your personal blog. At least once a week, and preferably more if possible, you would need to spend time and effort writing on your blog. You can write about both your business and non-business topics. But if you do write about your business or your market sector, then you should do so from your personal perspective. Strictly speaking, I would try and limit your business articles and posts to your business articles, and those should be put on your company blog. There are many decent CMS options on the market, such as WordPress.com or WordPress.org. You can either get a managed website on WordPress itself, or you can use WordPress as the website base on your hosting. The second option, which is the preferred method, is setting it up on your own website, on your own hosting that you own, and you can do with it as you please. Hosting on WordPress itself means you're tied to the platform and their terms and conditions. Tumblr.com. Now, this is very easy to use platform, but is more of a social network than a blog. Also, it's owned by Yahoo, which is not such a great thing since it's likely that Yahoo would be introducing AdWords onto the platform. Blogger.com. This platform is owned by Google and is very easy to set up and get started, but it's quite unsophisticated when it comes to customization and enhancing the layout and the look and feel. Squarespace.com. This is quite a slick and stylish platform with some awesome features, but it is pricey and perhaps better for a business blog. Number 4, show your personality. On your personal blog, do not be afraid to let people know who you are and how you think. You should try and show your worldview and your personal philosophy. In the past, there used to be a myth about not being overly personal online because it would be unprofessional or not good for your business. But that is old thinking now. Your clients and customers would be happy to know your personal side. This would build trust and rapport with your prospects. Now, do not worry about the portion of audience that would be put off by your personality or personal views. Trying to be vague about your opinions and views would not help your personal brand. Playing safe won't get you anywhere. Of course, you have to be careful and politically correct and within reasonable confines of etiquette and decency when you're posting on your personal blog. Remember that you cannot please everyone. Once you have completed the critical process of identifying your target market, you will have a better understanding of the worldview of your customer segment. You can then sift through and find out topics that resonate with your audience. Write about these topics and add your own twist to these topics. Now, I've included a link below of an example that I wrote on my personal blog when I watched the movie The Wolf of Wall Street. I was quite impressed with that film and drew some business analogies, which I wanted to share with my audience. Number 5, educate people. Try to share your knowledge with your market segment. Educating people is a powerful and effective way of becoming an authority in your field. Being generous with sharing your experience and knowledge that actually benefits people can go a long way in ultimately drawing in clients and customers. Typically, people think that by sharing their knowledge and experience, their service or offer would become redundant and they would not get any customers. But that is a limiting belief. Sharing your knowledge makes you the go-to person in your sector. While your competition is closed-mouthed and tight-lipped, you will be a breath of fresh air and your target audience will soon gravitate towards you. And in fact, word-of-mouth referrals will become a norm. Suppose you are a clothing label. You can write a post about the latest kind of award events, such as Oscars or the Emmys, and give your own verdict and fashion tips. You can also write a post full of tips and tricks on how to be fashionable while traveling, and so on. Now, write posts on color matching. Advise your readers on what to wear for which occasion, and the list goes on. If you run a beauty salon or a cosmetic business, you can post articles with advice on how to take care of your skin or hair. Offer actionable techniques on applying makeup or mascara. Another great strategy is to answer questions on popular platforms such as Quora, Yahoo Answers, and so on. Search for hashtags that align with your field of expertise and business. Set up a daily or weekly schedule to go through the questions and see if you can answer a few. The important thing is to make sure the answers are authentic and add value. Do not simply post replies that are just a rehash of what the others might have already posted. Your contribution should enhance your personal brand. Half-baked or amateur answers may in fact tarnish your reputation. Number 6, get on social media. The next most critical activity would be embracing social media. The present and future is all about social media. Having a strong presence on social media leads to both personal and business success. Now, I'll not go too much into the pros and cons of social media in this video because I've already done a series of separate videos on the importance of social media, how to create social media strategies, how to promote your brand on different social media channels such as Twitter, Instagram, and so on. You can check them out on our Brand Builder Show YouTube channel. All I can say is that I cannot emphasize enough how critical social media is to your personal and business success. Now, the first step is to pick 1 or 2 social media channels to focus on. Here are some pointers to which network may align with your specific business goal. Google+. Now, by far, the best social media channel, in my opinion, for connections and engagement. You can connect with people from your market segment as well as people who share your views and interests. It is great with one-way following. Unlike Facebook, which means you can follow anyone and anyone can follow you without a permission-based kind of access. The main advantage of Google+ is that it is a part of the Google network and search. Google is now implementing something called the authorship, which enables one to be authentic and get rewarded for it. By having an authentic presence on Google+, you build your authorship reputation, which will then help with Google search and being found by a wider audience group. Facebook. Now, there is not much to say about Facebook since I'm sure you already have an account and you know how it works and you know what it is good for. Since it's a closed system with a permission-based connection system, it is harder to build a following. Now, I've left a link below to another video that an article that I wrote on optimizing your Facebook campaigns. Now, I may do a video on that topic one of these days. Next is Twitter. Now, everyone should have a solid presence on Twitter. It helps you create connections and enables you to get followers who would then enhance your personal brand. Post interesting updates about what you're doing and reading on the internet. Focus on aligning your tweets with what you want people to associate your personal brand with. Now, I've left a link below to an in-depth post on using Twitter to improve your brand. Pinterest, a great social network that is actually moving at a tremendous speed. Like a photo or image you see on the internet, then pin it on Pinterest. Follow power users who pin images that pique your interest. Install a Pinterest browser plugin to make it easy to pin images. Make it a habit, and over time, it'll become second nature. Now, I wrote an article on using Pinterest for your business promotion, but it's also useful for personal brands. I've left a link below in the show notes. Number 7, social media branding. The next step is to ensure your branding is consistent on all the social media channels. You need a professional looking personal logo, an avatar, and consistent cover images and backgrounds. Ensure that all the profiles are fully fleshed out with good titles, taglines, and descriptions. Make sure the profiles are complete and that you verify these profiles with your personal blog and your business website. Establish clear authorship links to show the search engines that you are the author that is connected to your personal blog and to your business blog. Spend time to distill your core values and create a unique and specific message style. This style has to be carried over to the status updates, the images, and the links you share on your networks. Be consistent, and your audience will come to recognize and expect your signature style. Remember, you are a brand, and hence you need to act accordingly. Number 8, create media content. Finally, to really enhance your personal brand and take it to the next level, you need to invest in alternate media content, such as a YouTube channel, an audio podcast, or a webcast. Put yourself out there and create videos, either personal vlogs or sector-related ones, and show the world who you are and get noticed. If videos are difficult to get started with, you can start a podcast where you can talk about issues that motivate and interest you. Here are some videos that I created in the past that show you how I talk about my passion, helping small business owners understand branding and marketing. There is much more to personal branding, and this video just scratches the surface. I hope this becomes a primer and helps you get on the path to greater personal and brand and business success. It is never too late to get started, and it is not as hard as you would imagine it to be. All the items that I talked about today in this video may seem too technical, and you may consider yourself a computer newbie. But believe me when I say that once you start taking one step after another, things will become clearer and very easy. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions about this episode, please hit me up on Twitter. My handle is @Bonigala. Or leave comments below this video and I will surely respond. And please don't forget to subscribe to the Brand Builder Show YouTube channel so that you will be alerted when my next episode comes out. Till the next video, take care.